Good evening, I'm Tina. This is gonna be my last video and the second video of today. I kind of like feel tired, so anyway, I will try my best to upload new videos every day, and trying to finish this Jakarta Servlet and JSP Life Cycle as soon as possible. Okay, so and this video I'm gonna talk about JSP Life Cycle. I actually made another slides. Okay, I was still considering should I using slides or just should I start from scratch. Personally, like a full explanation, I prefer from scratch instead of using slides to show you the result. Okay, but anyway, I will try different ways in the future slides. So first, we have to understand what is a life cycle. And the life cycle of a JSP we can consider as the process from its creation till the destruction. And the JSP's life cycle is very, very, very similar to a servlet life cycle we covered before, but it has additional step, which is JSP has to translate it to servlet. That's the additional step. But after it's been transferred to translated to servlet, the other steps are kind of the same. Okay, and here I list some important path which is servlet. Which a JSP will go through, like a translation, which is translate a JSP to a Java class. Compilation, which is compile the Java class into dot class. Initialization, which is similar to servlet, we have init method, right? And in JSP, you can also override the init method to do some initialization steps. Execution, which is like in servlet, we call service method, and here it also call underscore JSP service method. Clean up is to call the destroy method if you override. Okay, and unfortunately, I'm not familiar with the keynote. Which is to make for the slides, so I cannot using my writing pad to draw the things in the slide. So I will use the OneNote, the thing I'm most familiar, to show the life cycle of a JSP. Okay, from the scratch. And this OneNote. Actually, if you watch the previous video, yes, when I talking about JSP element, I mentioned this. Okay, so I continue using the same one, but I will do everything from scratch. So here we have our client, and it's a browser, right? We're using browser to make a request, and on the right side, let me okay, on the right side, I'm gonna do is the right side is Tomcat. Okay, Tomcat. I will scroll down. Okay, so we have enough space. Okay, Tomcat. This part is our Tomcat. Okay. And suppose in our Tomcat we deployed an application called a JSP demo. Okay, this is our project name, and in this project we have a hello.jsp. Okay, and suppose our hello.jsp is deployed in Tomcat. Okay, so if there's no request which access to hello.jsp, and the hello.jsp, it will stay as it deployed. Nothing will happen. Okay, Only when the first client make a request to hello.jsp, then this JSP's life cycle starts. Got it? Only when the first request go to the JSP, then the life cycle starts. So this first step is make a request. Okay, first step. And what's gonna happen the first time? It's gonna do is let me make the hello.jsp a little bit left. Okay, hello.jsp is here. Okay, I'll try my best to make it look nice. First one is translation. So second step is translation. Translation to what? Translation to hello_JSP.java. This is the convention name, okay? Using the file name hello and underscore append underscore JSP. Okay, this is default name. Okay, and after translated to Java class, we cannot run using the source code. It must to be compiled into .class file, right? So next step, I should be using red for both of them, 3, and this one should be 2. Okay, good. Compilation. Okay, and compile to what? Compile to hello_JSP.class. Okay, and another step is when it's a class, it still need to loading, which is loading into Tomcat. Okay, to Tomcat. Sorry, I break the rule. Fourth step is loading, which okay, because the Tomcat need to register this hello. Suppose you access the hello.jsp, then it's gonna become it's gonna forward the request to hello_JSP.class, right, to actually run and execute, right. And this part after loading, what should I draw here? It still is hello.jsp. Okay, it still is hello.jsp. Okay, this one. And next step, I will start from here. Next step is as a class. First step is has two instantiation, right? Means create an object of this servlet class. Okay, so the fifth step is instantiation. Okay, which means create object. Okay, I will using this one represented as object. Using obj, which is I break the rule again. Oh my god, I want to this one using black. Instantiation, and here using black, which is an object, which is hello JSP. Okay, and object. It's like when we create a servlet. First step is after compile, loading, and the first step is create an instance of that servlet, right? Here is also, it has to create an instance of that servlet, which is translated servlet. Okay, next step. Okay, so far till here it's just a Java object. Java object using symbol. This will represent Java object, right? That's one circle. Next step, which is a sixth step. Think about servlet. After instantiation, what's the next step? Initialization. Okay, and after initialization, it becomes a servlet, and inside JSP, how would you initialize if you want, okay? In servlet, you just override the init method, right? The same thing happened inside the JSP. You can using the declaration to actually override the init method. And the method structure like this: public void JSP init. You override this method using declaration, and it's gonna be an instance method. And here you can have your init code here. Okay, and after initialization, then it become a servlet. Do you remember the servlet symbol is like this one? Hello JSP servlet object. Okay, and then next step is what? Next step is execution. Oh, sorry. Okay, next step is execution. In servlet, based on different HTTP requests, it will let me rephrase. Okay, in servlet, when we have a request, it will always go to service method, right? Service method will take a look at the HTTP method. It's a get, it will call do get. If it's a post, it will call do post, right? And JSP, it doesn't have a post way. It doesn't have a delete or put way. The only way to access JSP is a get. Okay, that's why in JSP there's no do get do post method. It only has one method, which is underscore JSP service. Okay, and it also accept request and response object. Do you remember? And the public, kind of like a public void. Okay, and this method don't override. Okay, don't override for the JSP service. This is execution. Don't override. Can you still? It still say okay. So this is execution, and after execution, then it will have in this JSP service method, it's gonna have out.println and out.write and system.out, a lot of statement. And after it's a flash and the method is done, then it's gonna return, right? After execution is done, it's gonna return. Okay, this is 8 step. Okay, respond. Either HTML, text HTML, or other format, right? And now here when we have another one here after execution, I will still draw a hello JSP execution. What should I do? Execution servlet. Oh no, it's not very good. Okay. After execution, it should return. Let me probably it's a good idea to this one goes. Can we go here? Return like this, like kind of like this. After execution, return, right? And there's another method in the life cycle of a JSP, which is the suppose now our Tomcat shut down. Okay, shut down. It will also trigger another event. It will trigger another step, which I will call the ninth step. Okay, which is called the clean up. Okay, which or sometimes you may call destroy. And then after the same thing like the initialization, you can using let me scroll up. Okay, you can using the declaration to actually overrides. Okay, and the syntax like this way: public void JSP destroy. You can override this method, and here you can have your clean up what's the code. Okay, and after this destroy method is being called, it's ready for garbage collection. Okay, sorry, I don't have a very good idea to draw something here. Okay, but make sure the clean up, this one, you have to have event which is shut down the server, shut down the web container. It will trigger the clean up. Okay, and same thing, like let me ask you some questions. How many times how many hello JSP object existing in the Tomcat? In a Tomcat, only one. Okay, same as a servlet. Okay, and how many times this initialization will be called, will be executed? Only one. Okay, and it's same as the servlets. And now, how many times this JSP service will be called? How many times? You should be clear, right? Same as the servlets, as many as the requests. Okay, so as many as request comes. Okay, and next one, how many times this clean up destroy method will be called? Only once. Okay, my picture is here, so I trying to scroll up a little bit. So now I think I covered all the steps which a JSP life cycle will go through. Okay, from the translation, okay, from translation to a servlet Java class and a compile to class, then load into Tomcat. Then after that, it will after load, the Tomcat will instantiate this hello JSP. Okay, this JSP servlet into an object. Okay, into an object, and after that it will initialize. Okay, which is called JSP init method. And after that, after initialization, then this JSP servlet is ready to serve. Okay, so it will call the JSP service to execute. Okay, and after the JSP service is done, it should return the response back to the client, right? So here I add 8. The 8th step is reply. And now when we shut down our Tomcat, it will call the destroy method. And then after destroy method is being called, you should say it's a JSP destroy. Okay. After clean up code is being executed, it's ready for garbage collection. Okay, that's the entire process. I hope it's clear enough for you guys to understand. And if you still have question, you can ask me, leave a comment. I will try my best to answer. But if I already forgot, I may not answer your question. I'm sorry for that. Because when after this video, I probably will try to do another one. So I will probably forget about what I already covered. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, this is my last video of today. I hope you enjoyed and have a good evening or have a good night. Bye bye.